So we are continuing our last day's class. We are discussing about the introduction. One more topic is the in introduction, that is errors involved in error. That is what are the possible errors that we can see if you are applying numerical method. Okay. So one popular error. So you all know this type of error, truncation error. Okay. So actually, if you are asked to find e raised to x, for example, you are asked to find e raised to x, and your calculator don't have the function e raised to x, what you can do? You can apply its expansion. Am I correct? So for example, what is the expansion of e raised to x? The expansion of e raised to x is 1 plus x by 1 factorial plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus etc. Or its representation is sigma n equal to 0 to infinity x raised to n divided by n factorial. So if you have a computing device without this exponential function, what will you do? You will write some value is equal to 1, then you will create an algorithm while loop, right? So in that while loop, or some for loop for I equal to 1 to you can write 1 to infinity. That is not possible because time is an important factor. So if time is the time available is very small, then you will write for I is equal to 1 to 5, something like that, 1 equal to 5. Then you will write value is equal to value plus what you can write x raised to I divided by I factorial. Okay, then close the for loop, then you will output the value. Okay, so if I is equal to 5 means I equal to 5 means up to x raised to 5 you are finding, then the remaining terms are not calculated. So definitely it will introduce some error. For example, if you are calculating e raised to x up to x by 1 factorial, then e raised to x, for example, if x equal to 2, then e raised to x is 1 plus 2 by 1, that is 3. You can see that is a wrong answer. If you are calculating up to x square by 2 factorial, then it is 1 plus 2 by 1 factorial plus 2 square by 2 factorial, that is 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is 5. Okay, so if you are using more and more terms, you can see that the inaccuracy is decreased. Okay, so what is the maximum level of inaccuracy that we can decrease? If you are able to calculate the terms up to infinity, inaccuracy will be 0, but that is not possible. So definitely inaccuracy will be there. So it is actually depending upon our time. It is depending upon our time, and it is depending upon the level of inaccuracy that we are accepting. If we are accepting an inaccuracy up to 0.001, that is 10 raised to minus 3, then we can use, I think, x raised to 5, because the x raised to 5 term is x raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial. What is 5 factorial? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. That is something around 1000 or 2000. So definitely 1 by 1000 or 10,000, its value is something around 10 raised to minus 3 or 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, so if you are removing the remaining term, the value removed from the answer is something around 0.0001 or 0.0001, that level. So inaccuracy is decreased if you are including more and more terms. Okay, anyway, what I am trying to say is, here if you are calculating e raised to x, so the shown one is the actual expansion of e raised to x. Okay, so if you are truncated by cubic, means if you are calculating up to x raised to 3, means these remaining terms are removed. These are the error. Okay, it will give the answer, but this one is not an analytical answer. This one is a numerical answer with an error that is equal to this value. Okay, so it is known as truncation error. Okay, so now what is the next type of error? Round off error. This one is popular to you. What is round off error? For example, if you are calculating some what is square root of 5, the square root of the actual value of the square root may be 2.15789 something like that. If you are trying to write all digits, it will take large time, right? Because some memory space will increase if you are trying to write all digits. Similarly, computation time will increase. So in order to reduce the memory space, why we are reducing memory space? Because we are using computing device. So if you are trying to reduce the memory space, we have to specify up to what significant digits we have to represent. Significant digits means after decimal point, this is a decimal point, how much or how many digits are used to represent a number. If you are using 4 significance of digit, then we can round this answer to 2.1579 because this one is 9, that one is rounded here. Okay, so it is depending upon the algorithm. If you are specifying the number of significant digits are 4, then this value is rounded to 2.1579 means the remaining values are error. Okay, so this is the true value, this is the represented value, so there is a difference and that difference is nothing but error, and that error is known as round off error. So this is second type of error, round off error. So we are purposefully adding this error, otherwise the memory space will increase, the memory required will increase, and we don't have that much memory. So in order to save memory, we are purposefully adding this type of error, round off error. And why we are purposefully introducing truncating error? Because we don't have that much time. If you don't have that much time, we have to truncate the series, so we have truncation error. If you don't have that much memory, then we have to round the value. So we are introducing round off error. Okay. Now what is the next type of error? Error in original data. For example, you are control engineering students. So you are trying to identify a system. You are going to do some system identification. System identification means identifying the transfer function using input and output data. It is known as system identification. So the identification will be proper if you are giving correct answer. If any one answer, if you are inputting a particular, so for example, if one value, that one is wrongly entered into the system. Instead of entering 0.6, you entered 0.7. So definitely the algorithm will give wrong transfer function. So the system identification will be wrong if you are entering a wrong data. So here what is happening? The error is due to the original data. It is not due to us. It is not due to the algorithm created by us. It is because the data is carrying some wrong information. So that one is also possible in numerical method. So you can expect that. So it is known as error in original data. Okay. So while training a data or while analyzing a data, you must be very careful. You have to enter a correct data into the system. Otherwise, it will introduce error in original data. Okay. So next one is due to us, blunders. So actually we are writing algorithm, we are writing algorithm means definitely instead of writing say if you are writing for loop, instead of writing I is equal to 1 to 5, we may write I equal to 1 to 6. Okay, a small misinterpretation, due to small misinterpretation, we can enter a wrong data or we can write a wrong algorithm. Some mistake definitely we will create. Okay, such type of mistakes are known as blunders. So due to that blunder, we can expect some error in numerical method. So it is known as error due to blunders. Okay. So this one is a very important error as a student point of view. If, the mistake due to this error, that is blunder, will reduce mark. Okay. Due to other type of errors like truncation error, round off error will not reduce your examination mark. But due to this blunder, definitely you will lose mark. So you must be very careful about this particular error. Okay. Now, next one is propagated error. Propagated error means you have a recursive algorithm. Okay. So one algorithm, one iteration is one iteration introduce some error. Okay, say we are calculating x, and that calculated x has some type of error, maybe truncation error or maybe round off error. Anyway, some type of error is there in that particular x. And if you are using that x for the calculation of some another variable, say f is equal to x square, then what will happen? Already x is carrying some level of error. And if you are carrying that error into the next calculation, the next calculation will also carry some error. So it is known as propagation of error. The error from one variable or from one calculation is carried into the next calculation. It is known as propagation or propagated error. Okay, so this type of error also you can see. Okay, so means the error in the succeeding steps of a process due to an occurrence of an earlier error. So that is propagated error. Okay.